Hello, my creative collective. Welcome to your April 22nd daily creative reading. We're going to dive right in here. I'm super excited. This week has been good so far for messages. I mean, there's no bad message, really. We're all connecting with spirit, and that is healing, enlightening, and so darn good. So I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space. And I ask that it is a safe and brave space that allows for the fullest expression of our light, humanity, ascension, and healing. Bam, let's do this. So I'm going to pull from the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle deck to kick off this mighty fine Friday, TGIF. Happy Friday, my friends. Happy Friday. Time for a quantum leap, just like we started the week on that note, didn't we? Time for a quantum leap. Prepare for a makeover. I feel like this week, the way that Spirit weaves itself through these weeks is just beautiful. What did you learn this week? Do you feel like it made you over? Do you feel made over emotionally, spiritually? Thinking about some of the profound things that I picked up on this week and that I learned this week. All the good stuff. You hold the key to an awakened life. Set yourself free. I've never gotten this card before. Oof. Big goosebumps on that one. You hold the key to an awakened life. Set yourself free. Wow. I just heard it's time to wake up, my darling. There's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. I'm big starseed vibes on this one. You hold the key to an awakened life. The quantum leap. I almost feel like this week that is very on point. The quantum leap that you took this week. So I'll put it here so that you can see it. The kind of quantum leap that you took this week was going from this kind of slumber to awakening into your hermit. And then there's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. Like savor that, right? Savor the joy. Savor the light in it. Oh, so good. Daily creatives, you're making me blush and smile over here. So good. Spirit, can I get some messages for my daily creatives, please? And thank you so much. 5 of Cups. Don't look back. Do not look back. Don't look back. Not because we didn't like the people and things that we saw or experienced there, but I think it just doesn't serve you, right? 5 of Cups is a very spilled milk kind of vibe. Yeah. Knight of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. The Empress. The 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Whoa. 3 of Wands. Ace of Cups. And the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. A lot of emotional processing this week I'm getting. Some uncertainty. I think that we can kind of look back in nostalgia. It wouldn't shock me if the 6 of Pentacles or 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups came out. And when I clarify, I'm feeling and hearing a sense of nostalgia. A sense of nostalgia, not necessarily just for things that passed, but that in a way can kind of put you in this 5 of Cups place where you're kind of, 5 of Cups to me is like you're lamenting something, and that act of lamentation is often, you know, it can make you completely unaware of when new things are coming in. Knight of Cups, new offers, 444 was just on the time. When new things arrive, it can really it can make you totally unaware of this. Completely unaware. And I think that that's where I think you're starting to feel the weight of the way you've been carrying these things. That they're just a bit too, it's not that they're too heavy, they're too big. Like it's too, these two energies are too big, two energies. Where did that come from? Two energies. So that when sincere offers, sincere projects, sincere people, and that authenticity comes in, that emotional tenderness, I feel like there's a way that that just doesn't show up. It doesn't show up in the way that, like, it's not that it shows up differently for you. It's just that you can't see it because you're distracted, right? Like, look at their attention. It's not even focused anywhere. Not to say that the knight needs the attention, but it's like looking up, looking at the water turn to ice, right? Like these are, their attention just can't, it's emotional unavailability. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Spirit. So like, it's like moving into a more emotionally available place where like we're seeing ourselves. This is almost like reflections, like some of the photo poetry that I do on my art page and things like that. Like this photo poetry where we see ourselves reflected in nature, and not just in a superfluous way, but because it's sort of, for me, it's communicative when I do these, and when I do that and engage in that. And I think that what this allows for you to do, yeah, this is you. It's almost like you're grounding these sort of imbalances, and then you step into this Empress energy, right? You step into this Empress energy. Yeah. And that is emotional availability, for sure. That is very much so. I think that there are some ways that you're a little bit doubtful of perhaps what to do next, because the Five of Swords is showing up here, right? Five of Swords, and then we go to the Five of Wands and Three of Wands. So it's almost like you're a little bit doubtful of what to do next. And I almost get that these are different, like, I'm seeing that these are like different timelines that you're able to pick up on when you step into this Empress wisdom. Like you're able to tap into this wisdom from different timelines that you can see unfolding. And then you're kind of walking towards, and you have a better idea of what it is that you're calling in, because it's inspired manifesting, it's heart-centered manifesting, it's connected manifesting, which is why the Ace of Cups is here to remind you that offers coming in are going to bring you that level of fulfillment, because there's a wisdom and sort of a passage. It's like a rite of passage I'm hearing that you've passed through already, right? This is like you hold the key to an awakened life, set yourself free. This could be freeing yourself from guilt too, right? This Five of Swords didn't strike me as someone, but this is like, this is you imposing guilt upon yourself, and in a way that kind of made you really unavailable. Emotional unavailability. Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, emotional unavailability. But it's almost like you had to see this Page of Pentacles. You had to see this beauty in yourself. You had to recognize that you are the flower. That same stuff that you see in the world and sit in wonder of is within you as well. And this Empress energy is a big freaking deal. It's a big deal because this is you kind of taking the blindfolds off. This is you getting centered and focused and grounding your emotions. This is you moving through barriers and blocks and understanding the difference between boundaries and barriers. Understanding the difference between boundaries and blockages, right? Big difference. And I think that it sort of frees you from this guilt. You kind of wake up, right? This is the makeover, the quantum leap. It frees you from this sense of guilt that you've done something wrong. When in fact, you really need to give yourself a little bit more forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself, and that's the Ace of Cups here, right? Forgive yourself, and then it's like that unlocks this whole set of emotional fulfillment that you didn't really realize was possible, which is beautiful to me. That's beautiful energy. So I think that it's like remembering that guilt doesn't really serve you. And again, this emotional unavailability, like nestle into the sweetness when you might be tempted to go into a place of blaming yourself, right? There's a way that you can approach situations and people and things. And I think that that's really important to remember, because it makes you emotionally available to other people, but also yourself. And what I love about this spread is that the only card here, the only major arcana is showing up as you, the Empress, which is Venus energy. And that is Taurus energy as well as Libra and the 7th house and 2nd house. So this is really like you stepping into your power in a way, but also you stepping into what's most important and what you love the most. Like, what would love do right now? What would love do? What would love do? Let's clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Smith-Waite deck here. Thank you so much, Spirit. Can I get some clarification on these beautiful messages of love for my daily creatives for April 22nd? Please and thank you so much. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I love how spirits worked this week because the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Like, so good. This is truly the integration. So Venus energy, this is like Taurus and Libra coming together here. This is absolutely emphasizing that you're going to be bringing in opportunities, offers, people, you know, creative projects that really gel with this sense of emotional fulfillment that you're headed towards and that you're standing within now. And I say now because it's not that it was inaccessible to you before. There was nothing inaccessible about it to you. But there was just like an uncertainty, lack of clarity, like an unstable foundation I'm hearing in terms of your manifesting specifically. Emperor, yeah. This is Aries energy. So it could be places that Aries is in your chart, but this is possibly also just your, I'm hearing self-esteem. Like this is your self-esteem healing. Yeah, Magician, 7 of Pentacles. This is your self-esteem returning to its original state, I'm hearing. Like this is your self-esteem returning, your self-confidence, your ability to know that you're not just manifesting, but you're also able to follow through. This is business ownership as well. So it could be that you're attracting in new offers with different businesses, with different creatives. This could be an Aries in particular that you'll be working with, or that is making a very, I'm hearing sweet gesture. I don't know what that means for whomever is watching this, but I'm thinking sweet gestures based on the sweetness here. Nestle into the sweetness. Spirit, can I get some clarification on this 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and 3 of Wands as well, please? The World, yeah. Cycles coming to an end, an old way of doing things. I feel like this week we had, I think it was this week where it was old habits die hard, I heard in one of the readings. And I think that what this is a lesson of and in is that not all of them have to die hard. Like that you can say sweet goodbyes to them. You can say sweet goodbyes. They don't have to be a tower. You don't have to have it go out that way. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. So now we have 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. The only thing that's missing is the 5 of Swords. No, we have the 5 of Swords here too. So this is a significant change. I mean, as evidenced by the World card here in Saturn, Judgment and Pluto have just come out to join the party. So I feel like this is really transformative energy for you, my darling daily creatives. This is transformative energy for you. And I want to, you know, are you leaning into it though? I feel like you're a little bit hesitant. There's some hesitation, even though you know that your 10 of Cups is here. That's 10 of Cups showing up twice in the reading. Even though your 10 of Cups is here, you're not really trusting it. But I think this is where that emotional availability, it's kind of doing that flip when you start to see that the things that you're made of, that you admire in other people. And this is the empath thing, right? Like we often hate on ourselves so much. And it's not even hate on ourselves, but we see so many things. We say so many disparaging things about ourselves, self-talk, that kind of thing, all the time, and it slips in many different ways that we don't often realize. And then that you know, and it's a reminder that the things that you say about the kind things that you say about other people, when's the last time that you've said that to yourself in the form of affirmations? When's the last time that you've shown that to yourself in the form of truly like true self-care and not so much self-indulgence, right? Like foundational pieces. Yeah, foundational pieces. King of Wands just came out. Foundational inspiration, passion, desire. They all have to come from a stable place first. That's where I feel like this King of Pentacles energy is stepping into the fore for you in the form of the Empress, though, which is really beautiful. This is equally powerful manifesting to the Magician card. The Six of Cups came out, so this could be dealing with some past life issues because the Judgment card is here too. And so we got the Three of Wands on the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Wands on the Five of Wands and Five of Cups. So this kind of tells me that there's a way that you're now in positive anticipation as opposed to more negative anticipation. And then Ace of Wands, more new. I feel like this is where you're starting to feel inspired because you're able to, it's that positive expectation, that spark that lights a blade, that lights a flame, right? I'm just going to show you this. So this was on the split, Ten of Wands and King of Swords. It's like you're getting clear on things that needed to end and you're letting them go. And what that's doing is that's freeing you up to really look at this, look at the world from the eye, through the eyes of the Empress, right? Through the eyes of the Empress. Six of Wands, certainly moving away, healing this. Three of Swords. I'm going to pull one from the middle because I can. Ten of Pentacles. Three of Swords and Ten of Pentacles. So I get the feeling that the heartbreak that you fear is coming is not. Like there's, you know, it's when we're not used to good things coming, we can often feel like the other shoe is going to drop at random. And I know that when there's been good situations happening, I've been like, oh, no, 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 no. This is too good to be true. And it's like you block it, and you push it away. And it's just, so it's maybe a reminder to be a little bit more gentle with yourself and forgive yourself. This Five of Wands, or Five of Swords, I should say. Three of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Eight of Cups. Yeah, this is like forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself. I don't know if it's something that happened related to other people or something that you did with it, like internally, but I feel like the counterpart to the King is here. And so we have the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and then we also have the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, which tells me that there's a way that you've been moving away from this idea that you're like, you cannot be guilty for everything. You cannot be so guilty that you do not deserve a good life for a mistake that, you know, either not many people remember or that was connected to past life. Like there could be something that you're forgiving about a past life experience that's been hanging around, that your present life has been calling you to free and let go. Yeah, let go. You have to let go of it. That's crucial right now. Yeah, you have to let go of it. The work is done. I'm actually going to put those there. That's like the work is done. The work is done for you, right? You've put in the time. This is a big week, I think, of moving past and through and healing cycles and different things that didn't necessarily serve you. But remember, the wheel is one part, the end of something, but it's also the beginning, and also Jupiter and Piscean energy. Yes, but this is Jupiter energy where it expands, like it grows you, it expands you. And I think that's really, really important to remember, right? This is in service to your expansion. And it's also the growth of the heart space, right? When you heal your heart, my darling daily creatives, and you move into places, more of your heart becomes available. So this like emotional unavailability that we were seeing in this SWAT here, it's sort of, it's not that your heart, you know, becomes a bigger container. It's really just that there's more room for love because you don't have the self-hatred, the self-loathing, the guilt, all of those things. They're not taking up space in your heart quite the same anymore. So it frees you up. And that's where it's like this time for a quantum leap. It's like a makeover of the heart space, right? And it's almost like your 5D self, your higher self, spirit is dancing with you and dancing to clear all of that energy. It's almost like I feel like this joyful wizardry that's taking place in your heart space right now. And then it's, you know, set yourself free. And that is really a call. Set yourself free. Step into that light. Step into and through the portal, right? We have Jupiter and Saturn here in service to that. And remember, it's like the nestling into the sweetness of it. I have a huge smile on my face, my darlings, because I'm so excited for you. This is beautiful energy. This to me is forgiving yourself. We can move through different cycles and heal things that have happened with other people and cycles that have happened with other people. But when we start to get into the place of healing from within, within out, and being able to offer those cups of love, being able to offer these things. So we also have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Swords is the only thing that's missing here. And I think that is you showing up in your truth and your power. And this is the fulfillment that's available to you when you tell the truth about how hard things have really been. And like, do you really want to feel guilty all the time, right? You deserve more than that. This is your truth, right? You deserve more than this. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Miracles Now deck by Gabrielle Bernstein here, just to kind of cap off and round out this reading for my wonderful creative collective. Spirit, can you give me some messages from this deck for my creative collective in service to their highest good and healing on April 22nd, this day? Happiness is a choice I make. Absolutely it is. This fell out. So happiness is a choice I make. And can I just say, it almost looks, it's just funny how Spirit works like this. Like these colors are so connected, right? So it's almost like set yourself free. Remember, happiness is a choice that you make. This is what's kind of calling you. The light is calling you. Happiness is a choice that you make. And then we also have, I surrender my desires and I know the universe has my back. I surrender my desires and I know the universe has my back. It does. It really, really does. And I think that when we forgive ourselves and when we truly step into that place of compassion and we give ourselves grace, what happens is the universe has your back in a way that feels almost transformative and profound. But what's actually happening is that this is just an extension. This is a byproduct of the light that can emanate from within you outwards. And you see it so much clearer because you're recognizing you have more, you've forgiven yourself. So you're no longer in this negative self-talk space where you're beating yourself up for these decisions. You're beating yourself up for these horrible things that have happened. And it's like you can surrender your desires because you have that trust, right? Because you can trust yourself. And that's what guilt does, is it disconnects us from this self-trust. It disconnects us from this thing that, like, it makes it really difficult for us to connect to that ability to surrender because we feel guilty so often. So that, my darlings, is so, it's just, I love when Spirit works like this. I really do. I'm going to pull some messages from the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection deck by Mike Dooley. So Spirit, can I get some messages for my daily creatives for April 22nd to close out this reading, please? Thank you so much for the beautiful messages so far. I'm so grateful. Earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. Definitely a worthy reminder and a timely reminder for you, my daily creatives. Never regret love, no matter how blind, it improved your vision. No matter how foolish, it made you wiser. And no matter how generous, it made you more. Right? Surrender your desires. Surrender your desires and don't regret the love that you've given because there's nothing to regret. It made you incredibly vulnerable, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful energy. It made you vulnerable. Now you're free. Set yourself free. Don't be misled. When fear speaks, it's always wrong unless it's being chased by wildebeests. And when love speaks, it's always right and usually bouncy, right? Don't be misled. Don't let fear trick you into thinking that it's the wiser choice, because that's usually the ego speaking, right? Saying, connect to me. I need you to support my vision of the past so that you do not understand that in the present moment you're free, right? I need you to connect to the past and bring it with you into the future and project it so that as the ego, I can stay alive. Like these are the tricks that the ego plays. So I think this is just a call. Don't be misled by that stuff. Don't be misled. Don't be fooled. It's just the earlier disappointments were just a rehearsal for the good stuff. The great stuff, actually. So, yeah. Set yourself free. Forgive yourself, my darling creative collectives. If this resonated for you, please like and subscribe. I would love it if you did. It helps me to grow the channel, and I just love putting these messages together. It makes my heart sing, and I really like connecting with Spirit to give you guidance in this way. So there are other ways that you can connect with me throughout the month if you so desire. They're throughout the channel, so do check out the other videos if you want. But if this is where we part, my daily creatives, I'll see you on the next video, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Happy Friday. Forgive yourself. Remember, set yourself free. Take care.